ततः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदेशभ कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध का 33वां अध्याय का आलोचना कर रहे थे। कल हम क्या देखें, वही जो अंतर्मुखी वृत्ति और बहिर्मुखी वृत्ति के ऊपर हम विवेचना कर रहे थे। अंतर्मुखी के लिए अथवा आत्मज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए अथवा वो जन्म मरण जो रोग है उससे निवृत्ति पाने के लिए सब एक ही चीज़ है। उसके लिए क्या करना है हम पहले देखे थे। वैराग्य और अभ्यास ये दोनों चाहिए, और इसके लिए वैराग्य के साथ साथ त्याग भी है। हम कल देखे थे अज्ञानियों को अविचार से ही सृष्टि के प्रतिभास रूप विक्षेप उत्पन्न होते हैं। यही संबित की एक बहिर्मुखता ही है। अज्ञानियों के लिए चित्ती की बहिर्मुखता के एक लेस मात्र रूप अनेक तरह के सर्ग ऐसे निकलते रहते हैं, जैसे दो चंद्रमा और बाल बेताल, मृग तृष्णा के जल तथा स्वप्न मोह जैसे दिखते हैं। ये अज्ञान से निकलते रहते हैं। ये अज्ञान जो है, जो अज्ञान से ये सब परिणाम हमको मिलता है, उसी का नाम बहिर्मुखता, चित्त का बहिर्मुखता, जिसको हम दूसरे भाषा में कहते हैं अज्ञान। ये हम कल देख रहे थे। We are discussing Yoga Vasishta Nirvana Prakaran, the last part and second half, and in that 33rd chapter, wherein we are discussing about the introvertness and extrovertness of the chitti, means the subconscious mind. We sometimes call it sambit, sambit, the the absolute knowledge which is in a process of expression, sambit. So that expression is nothing but extrovertness, and that creates ignorance, means confusion, due to superimposition, due to not being able to see the reality. Why, how, when it is expressed you should know it. Why should you not know it? Where is the mistake? You see, when anything is expressed, expression is a process, and that process is changing. Process means change of action, change of everything. Without change, we cannot have any action or process or same thing, expression. So expression gets polluted when it gets associated with other process. Process means changing. So it is not one. It is many kinds of process. So one is mixed up with the other means it is mixture. That means polluted. Purity means only one. And pollution means, mixture means more than one. So, expression is always full of mistakes, and it is polluted, it is not the reality. Reality cannot be expressed. Expression is a process. So the reality is not a process, it is stability. Process is instability. So, just opposite to each other. So process, by expression, we cannot know the reality. By no means. The reality cannot be known. So what happens? The reality is disturbed. How it is disturbed? The reality cannot be disturbed. So how can you say it is disturbed? Just the sun is disturbed now. It is not seen, it is not visible clearly. So sun, really speaking, we have to use this language. Really speaking, sun cannot be disturbed, but our vision is disturbed due to this smoke or fog. Our vision is disturbed, which is unable to see the sun, isn't it? Just opposite we say the sun is disturbed. Reality is our vision is disturbed. Okay? In every case, we just do the opposite. We see something which is not that. We hear something which is not that. Just now I was telling, our senses are limited. They are incapable of knowing the truth. Why? Because the senses get information which we know as the knowledge by contact with the sense object for a moment, and then it changes. So the information is haphazard, So it is not reality. The senses get contact with the sense object for a moment and they change, they come back with little information. So that little information is not the reality, it is haphazard information about the object. So senses, whatever they perceive, it is not the reality. And naturally, it cannot know the reality because it is restless. If it can be steady, if it will be introvert and all the senses and our perception, that means the outgoing tendency of the mind or thought waves, if they become introvert and end in the absolute truth, that means heart or the absolute equilibrium, and get established, not to come out again, not to become extrovert again, then they are all the experience is real. Or else all other experience, what we claim as experience, it is not experience, it is only informative, changeable knowledge, which is haphazard. We cannot rely upon it. That is due to extrovertness of the mind or intellect or ego or call it subconscious mind or all the process, because of process of expression. And this is how the ignorant persons, common people in the world, whatever they perceive, whatever they know, it is due to extrovertness of the fourfold mind. And when it becomes introvert, then only it can get the real knowledge. And that knowledge is called self-knowledge, that is known as reality, or that is known as the state of liberation, mukti, or absence of all the desires, means all the attachment, everything. You can express it in different languages. So this is what we understand from its extrovertness. And that extrovert mind, it perceives the world because of ignorance, because of haphazard informative knowledge, and that is like two moons. The faulty vision sees two moons. We know moon is one, but we see two moons when we press the eye bulb, or sometimes due to some diseases also. We see some black spots in the sky due to faulty vision. In this way, just as one sees the two moons, or the children see the ghosts in darkness, some concocted, some self-made, mind-made ghosts. or just like the mirage, water in the mirage, or just as the dream world. We see this world due to extrovertness of the fourfold mind. ये हम कल देख लिए कि बहिर्मुखता जो अज्ञान का कारण है, जिसमें ठीक उल्टा हम देखते हैं, जो गलत चीज़ है उसको हम देखते हैं, उसको हम सच मान लेते हैं, ये सारे चीज़ मन का बहिर्मुखता के कारण है। भद्र, अच्छा इसको हम क्यों विचार कर रहे हैं? हमारा मतलब था इसको विचार इसलिए करें कि ये गलत होने से इसको त्याग देना चाहिए। हमारा सब्जेक्ट था त्याग और वैराग्य, इसको हम दोहराएंगे, रिपीट करेंगे। आवर पॉइंट वाज टू मेक द माइंड इंट्रोवर्ट। दैट मीन्स वी हैव टू हैव finding fault attitude on the objects, what we perceive, what we see by our senses, finding fault with it, and then non-attachment, and then renunciation, and that is called dispassion, and dispassion should be repeatedly practiced. Then only the mind will be introvert. And the result, in the end, it ends in the absolute peace. That is what is required. And why it is required? To get rid of the disease of the world. Disease of the world is cause for our suffering. World disease is birth and death, which goes on repeatedly, continuously, again and again, endlessly, it goes on. So, to get rid of it, get rid of this disease, which is in a cycle, the cycle should be stopped. So, what is the way to stop the process in the center? Center means in the heart. That means absolute equilibrium. No vibratory system, no expression, no extrovertness, and no ignorance. Ignorance, we understood now. What is ignorance? Ignorance means not having the real knowledge about the objects. And yesterday we have seen objects are objects. They are not as you see. Seeing means not by only eyes but by the senses. What you see, it is partial, haphazard, and subject to change. And that is different with others. What you see an object is different from me, from my angle of vision. So that is not that. What you see, that is different for the others. So you cannot claim it is this. This is right. No. Whatever we see haphazardly and momentarily, so it is not reliable. And this is due to restlessness, extrovertness of the mind. So this should be given up. If you know it is unnecessary faulty process, then only you can give up, and then only the mind can be introvert, and then it can rest in the center, and then you can get rid of the disease called world disease. Yes, Guruji.
Maharaj, from the relative point of view, so what is good for one, it may be bad for other,
Yes,
and what is bad for other, it may be good for this.
yes, why not? Exactly. And what do you mean by good and bad? What is good for you, it is bad for me. It may be good for me, but in different sense. How? You are doing some business. You have gained 50% of your investigated amount. 50% you gain. It is good for you, isn't it? But I gain 90%. This is also good for me. Are they similar? There is degrees. Good means good, better, best. Always all the words we use, they are in degrees. You have to understand. Good is measured in degrees. Understood? So similar things also have different degrees. So now we see, because of our faulty vision and extrovertness, we see wrong things, and we should give up it, we should renounce it. Once renunciation will not do. It should be repeated again and again. If one you have renounced, the other will take over you. So, you have to give up all your business. Business means relative transactions, whatever you do. That means you have to stop your senses completely forever. Not only senses, what does this Yoga Sutra say? Huh? Chitta Vritti Nirodha means stopping the body, stopping the senses, stopping the mind, prana, intellect, everything. You should be just like a non-living stone. Then only your extrovertness will be introvert. So you may question now, do you mean we should be non-living? From one sense it is the meaning. From one angle of vision. Not no extrovertness means no expression means it is called non-living being, isn't it? Living being means restless, always moving, expressing, that is extrovertness. And totally introvertness means non-living, non-moving, no action, no reaction, no perception, nothing, no expression. Everything is stopped. That is called chitta vritti nirodha. So complete samadhi means complete stoppage of everything. That means it is dead to the world. Janisa sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti sanjami. It is darkness for the worldly people. They don't know anything about it. But for the wise man, this is the knowledge, and world is darkness for night for the wise man. Just opposite. For the world he is dead and gone. You know, सन्यासी सन्यासी लोगों को मुर्दा मानते हैं. They are dead bodies because whatever rituals we perform, there we do all the rituals for a body. So he is taken as dead for the society. संन्यास मतलब मुर्दा. 7 पीढ़ियों को पिंड दे देते हैं. अपना शरीर को भी पिंड देते हैं. अपना कोई क्रियाकर्म कुछ नहीं होगा जो हमारे परंपरागत कुछ नहीं होगा. ये दुनिया के लिए वो मुर्दा हो गया. ही इज डेड टू द सोसाइटी. And practically the old orthodox people, they didn't like to take anything from sannyasi. No, it is not good. On the other hand, you can give something to the sannyasis, but you should not take anything because he is a dead man. And the real sannyasis also, they behave like that. They are dead to this society. They don't do anything. And in emergency case, in special cases, they give their knowledge, experience to some few who are very, very anxious and needy. To such people, they give little experiential knowledge, or else nothing they do.
Swamiji saw this,
हाँ जी, बोलो बोलो.
Swamiji saw this Pindadan and doing all these 7 generations, all those things are not for sannyasis, it's only for grihasthis.
When Grihasti does it, he becomes a sannyasi. And Grihasti does every year, every time he has to do. But sannyasi does it before taking sannyas. He does it once for all. He does it for the last. He will not do it again. He is beyond all the rituals or any actions or duties. He is beyond all the rules and regulations, beyond all the customs and traditions. Nothing. And then what should he do? His one duty is to remember or to be always in the self. Always remember the self, meditate on the self. 24 hours. Yes.
सन्यासी लोग नाता तोड़ देते हैं, बट गृहस्थाश्रमी लोग तो डेट हुए लोगों से भी नाता जोड़े हुए रखते हैं. फिर हम लोग इसी में से भी आगे कैसे बढ़ सकते हैं? तो वो भी तो करना पड़ेगा पिंडदान.
अरे तुम कभी जोर से बोल देते हो, कभी धीरे से बोल देते हो, मेरे को सुनाई नहीं पड़ता. और जोर से बोलो, साफ बोलो.
स्वामी जी अभी आ रही है स्वामी जी आवाज?
हाँ.
जैसे आपने कहा सन्यासी लोग मतलब ये सबसे नाता नहीं रखते, पर गृहस्थाश्रमी लोग तो
जी।
तो इसमें से फिर हम फ्री कैसे होंगे स्वामी जी?
क्या?
फ्री कैसे होंगे? इसमें से हम फ्री कैसे होंगे?
फ्री?
फिर हमको भी सन्यासी लेना पड़ेगा। इससे मुक्त कैसे होंगे?
किसके लिए तुम पूछ रहे हो? जो साधारण लोगों के लिए दुनिया से फ्रीडम कैसा मिलेगा, यही पूछ रहे हो?
जी स्वामी जी, क्योंकि गृहस्थ आश्रमी और
गृहस्थ आश्रम में रह करके कैसा रहना चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए, ये सवाल। गृहस्थ आश्रम में रहेगा तो क्या गृहस्थी के लिए मुक्ति नहीं है, यही बात सवाल, यही पूछ रहे हो?
जी जी।
अच्छा जी, धन्यवाद, बढ़िया सवाल पूछा। गृहस्थी लोगों के लिए क्या परमात्मा नहीं है? हाँ, यही सवाल है, बोलो। तुम क्या बोलते हो, तुम क्या सोचते हो, बोलो। The question is how to get out of this. Sannyasi doesn't do anything, but grihasthis have so many duties. Grihasthis means the worldly people. They have so many duties. So, performing all the duties, how to get out of this disease of birth and death? Should he or has he got any right to get out of this while performing all these duties? If it is, then how? How both things can go together? Very good question. स्वधर्मे निधनम श्रेया परधर्म भयावह. The examples are given like Janak, Lord Rama. राम जी तो यही तो, राम जी वशिष्ठ जी का उपदेश के बाद, उसके पहले वो क्या थे? बैरागी थे। मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, हाँ, खाऊंगा नहीं, पीऊंगा नहीं, नाचूंगा और देखूंगा नहीं, कुछ नहीं करूंगा, ये उनका मन में था। किसी से बात नहीं करते थे, चुपचाप बैठे हुए डिप्रेशन में चले गए। इसको कहते हैं डिप्रेशन। कुछ नहीं करना बिना समझ के साथ, उसको कहते हैं डिप्रेशन। और समझ के साथ कुछ नहीं करना, उसको कहते हैं ज्ञान। यही अंतर। और राम जी इसको सब सुनने के बाद राज्य सब कुछ किए और गए भी, ताड़का को मारे भी, हमारी सुहाव को अकल पढ़ाए, सीता जी से विवाह किए, सब कुछ किए। तो यही तो जोगवशिष्ठ पढ़ने का मतलब तो यही है। दुनिया में रह करके हम कैसे सब कुछ करता हुआ नगर कुछ नहीं करेंगे। So the answer is you need not give up your uh, status as a householder. There is no need. While performing all your duties rightly in true sense, you can be treated as a sannyasi also. You can go beyond everything. You see that understanding should be there. हमको समझ होना चाहिए कि this is only discussed in Gita. Gita is meant only for this. Lord Krishna advised Arjuna to fight, where Arjuna was reluctant to fight. I don't want to fight. Why should I? How can I kill these kith and kins? And by killing all these, I want to be enthroned. This is wrong. I will not kill all these. It is better to beg and eat, but it is not good to fight with my own kith and kins for sake of the throne. No. Then Lord said, my dear, you are born, your nature, your status has some duties, something you should do. The nature has given you some duties that should be performed in right sense, and it should be offered to the Lord, and then you should know, you should understand karma in akarma, akarma in karma, action in inaction, inaction in action. If you can understand this, while doing hatva apisa iman loka na hanti na nivadhyate, by killing all these world, even then he neither kills anyone nor he is entangled in this sin and righteousness. Nothing he does. He is a non-doer. He is not blamed that he has killed all this, because he has no doership while doing, and he offers everything. Whatever he performs as his duty, he offers it to the Lord and becomes a non-doer. He doesn't depend upon the result of it. He doesn't wish for the result of the action he has done. He does the action just as a servant. So he never gets the result of it. So he will not be bound by, he will not be blamed by killing anyone. For example, you see the military people who are in the border lines of the country, who save the country from the attack of the enemies. When they die, they are rewarded. But the same person, if he kills others for his own sake, he will be imprisoned, he will be punished. He does something wrong. But in the border, for the sake of the country, he performs his duty and he kills the enemy. He is rewarded. He is not blamed as a killer. So, what does it mean? It means when you perform your duty, whatever is given to you, in right sense and with a non-doership attitude. You are doing it not for yourself. You are doing it for the sake of others, for the sake of God, for the sake of righteousness, for the sake of duty. You are doing something for the sake of duty, not for the reward, not for the consequence out of it. You are just doing the duty, that's all. What is the result? That you don't worry for it. In that case, he is taken as a sannyasi. Sannyasi is not he who doesn't do anything practically, means grossly, physically, but does everything mentally, being involved with the worldly objects inwardly but outwardly not doing anything, that is not called sannyas, not called renunciation. Renunciation should be understood as the renunciation of ego, I, doership. That is called real renunciation. Inwardly you should feel, you should understand, you should experience that you have not done anything. There is no ego. इसी के लिए तो कहा मैं मता मन मारी रे नन्हा करी करी पीसी तब सुख पावई सुंदरी ब्रह्म जल के शीशी. You have to make this ego into paste and lick it. There should not be any trace of your ego. Then only you are a man of understanding and knowledge. You are a wise man without ego. And in that state, whether you do anything or you don't do anything, that is not counted. Killing the whole world, you are not the killer because you are not the doer. No doership. You have killed the world for duty's sake. So, you will not be blamed as a sinner. You will not be punished. You will be rewarded. You will be honored. Why? Because you have performed your duty. Swadharme nidhanam shreya. It is better to die in your own path, whatever you are given to be done. In that you may give up your life. It is better to give up your life than to follow others' path which looks beautiful from a distance. See the distant mountain, how beautiful it looks at sunrise, sunset, and from distance, so beautiful. Snow-capped mountain, how beautiful it is from a distance. If you go to the top, you will be nowhere. If you climb that mountain, if you go to the forests and that areas of the mountain, you will find thorny bushes, paving stones, ditches, terrific animals, what not. From a distance it looks so beautiful. So don't look at others' duties. Perform your own duty. It is better to die in your own path than to follow others' path which looks beautiful from a distance. No, you should not change your path. That means you should stick to one practice. One practice, that is having non-attachment, renouncing the attachment, desires for the desired objects, and renouncing the I-ness, ego, doership, and always being introvert while doing outward transactions. Is it possible? Is it possible? Both things at a time, resting in and doing outwardly? Is it possible? क्या ये संभव है? कोई काम नहीं करता हुआ सब कुछ कर लेगा? Is it possible while doing nothing, doing everything? Just opposite. How it is possible? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. How? The senses do the work, isn't it? Actions are done by senses. Senses means seeing or hearing or smelling or touching or tasting or all these senses of five senses of knowledge, they they work to get some information from the outward world. That is they do. But they are not the doers. They are controlled and ordered by the mind. They cannot do anything. And mind also is not the doer. Mind is driven by the intellect. Intellect also is not the doer. Intellect is identified by ego. And ego also is not the doer. It has a tendency from the subconscious mind to act, to do something or to go on changing. A momentum, a tendency, a momentum is given by the by the impressions or memories collected in the subconscious mind. And that also activates when prana acts. Without prana, nothing can be done. So, how to take it? Who is the doer here? It is a cooperative society. Nobody is singular doer here. It is a cooperative society. Everybody helps each other and then the work it is done. So, it is a group work. And if somebody claims, I am the doer, he is the greatest fool. प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैहि कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. The nature, the five elements mixed up in different ratios, panchikaran, and the nature with three qualities, sattva, rajas, tamas. When the three qualities are in harmony, then no work is possible, no change is possible. When they get imbalanced, by making it imbalanced, that means creating imbalance in the three qualities. That is the fundamental principle of the whole nature, whole creation. The equilibrium should be disturbed, then only something is possible. That is disturbing the three qualities, making it imbalanced, vibrating it, and then all these five elements, and then they get mixed up in different ratios, and then objects are made, or we can see it from different angle. The vibratory system is nothing but sound or energy. Energy goes on changing and mixing up with each other, and then all the objects and subjects and everything is going on by nature. And it is not work of one, it is a cooperative work. So, if one person claims, I am the doer, he is the greatest fool. No one can do anything. One is good for nothing. That one is absolute one without a second. It cannot do anything. Doing means there should be cooperative action. It should be helped by each other. Then only any action is possible. Why? When you analyze, action is nothing but a process. Process is not stability. Any action you do by the senses, by the mind, by intellect or ego or prana, whatever movement is called action, any being a being is also is action, a movement. So, so absolute one which is ever steady, ever constant, no movement, no action, no imbalanced state, that is good for nothing. And how it is taken, akarta, abhokta, sthanu. It is just like a stone. Sthanu. Ji Guruji.
महाराज from a relative point of view वो संस्कृत में वो एक वर्ड स्वयं प्रभा तो ये सारों में कोई स्वयं प्रभा नहीं है
नहीं, कोई नहीं, पर बैकग्राउंड में है ना, वो फिर और दूसरा कॉम्प्लिकेशन ले आए. The world is nothing but a picture. Background is the screen. Without screen you cannot draw a picture. Isn't it? So that background is ever steady. It is good for nothing. It does nothing. Picture is done by artist. Artist is the nature. And as a result of the picture, the background screen is overpowered. It is not seen. Unseen and unknown. But it is. Without that, nothing, no scene, no picture is possible.
so we can say that nature is like the projector
Yes,
nature is projector
nature is projector. Yes,
Purusha is the screen
yes, surely. You can take the nature in many sense, not only as a projector. It is a process, it is a ever-going journey. It is a process of evolution. It is a process. It is a continuous process. It is unending change, a changing process, and it is the dance of play of energy. It is theory of action and reaction. It is the same thing as cause and effect. It is doer and enjoyer. Everything. Any way you can go on seeing it from different angles, because it is something which is not there. Just as the fog, the smoke, it hides the truth, it hides the vision. It itself is something which is not there. So this is how the nature does everything. One who knows it, he is real knower, and he does nothing. While doing nothing, he can do everything. Just as the soldier in the border line who is fighting with the enemies and killing and being killed. He is unattached to all this killing or being killed. He has no doership at all. He is a servant of the country or the duty. In that way, while doing everything, you are non-doer, non-enjoyer. If ego is not there, that is what we learn from Gita. Arjuna was taught to do everything while doing nothing, and to have non-doership in doing everything and doership in non-doing anything. That is called real relativity. Action in inaction, inaction in action, you have to understand. One who understands this, he is real doer and real seer.
So is that acting by enacting providence?
वही तो अभी बता रहा था, और क्या बता रहा था, करता हुआ सब कुछ नहीं कर रहा, क्योंकि ईगो है ही नहीं. While doing everything, he has no ego, so no doership, so he has done nothing. Just now I was explaining everything. So in this way, it is possible being in the world not doing anything while become an ideal householder. Just as Janak, Ramji and many other kingly saints or many other grihatis also. हमारा कितने उदाहरण नहीं है. हमारा देखो वो रविदास मोची को, और उदाहरण दिया था हमारे महाभारत में. उदाहरण आता है वो व्याध का, जो मांस बेचता है, धर्म व्याध, जो वो सर्वद्रष्टा स्त्री का गुरु था, और जो वो अहंकारी भिखारी का घमंड को चूर चूर किया की थी वो लड़की. कहानी जानते हो ना, धर्म व्याध का? नहीं जानते हो? महाभारत की कहानी. एक कोई महात्मा, वो किसी पेड़ के नीचे बड़े बैरागी, वो बहुत तपस्या किया, भिक्षा मांग करके गांव से कहीं से जीविका निभाता था, और पेड़ के नीचे बड़ा त्यागी, महात्यागी, पेड़ के नीचे बैठ करके तपस्या में रत था. एक दिन क्या हुआ, वो बैठा है नीचे, एक कौवा आ करके ऊपर बैठा और वो टट्टी कर दिया महात्मा के ऊपर. महात्मा को गुस्सा आ गया, क्या ये कौवा मेरे ऊपर टट्टी कर दिया? गुस्सा से वो कौवा को देखा, कौवा जल करके नीचे गिर गया. तो महात्मा को अहंकार आ गया, मैं कुछ बन गया. अब हाँ, मैं कुछ बन गया, मेरी सिद्धि हो गई. मैं देखा तो कौवा गिर गया, मर गया. You will understand in English. There is a beautiful story of a butcher in Mahabharata. He is the idealistic householder who is all-knower and who is beyond everything. While doing everything, he is not doer. The example is given in Mahabharata. There was some ascetic sitting under a tree, spending his life and living on alms and doing austerities for a long time. And once he was sitting under the tree, a crow came and sat up and dropped on it. So the ascetic was very much annoyed. It looked up with anger, and the crow became into ashes. It fell down, died. And the ascetic thought, oh, I have become something now. I have achieved power. सिद्धि हो गया मेरे को, मेरा हो गया पूरा. He got the ego that I have been successful in my practices. I have got this power. I can do anything and everything. Once he was begging something, his alms in the village, and in some house, he was standing for a pretty long time, and the housewife, others were not there, housewife was engaged in some work, and she came out and she said, oh, my dear ascetic, please wait, I am bringing something for you. She went in and didn't come for a while. She didn't come out with arms. So for a long time, the ascetic was waiting outside. So he got annoyed. What do you think of me? I am great ascetic. He was thinking like that, and he got anger. And by the time the lady housewife comes with the arms, and she says, my dear, your anger cannot harm me. Like the crow. What do you think? Am I the crow? The moment she told this fellow got wondered. What? How did you know? Oh, great lady, how did you know that I killed that crow and I am getting anger now? What is your magnanimity? How do you know it? So the lady explained, my dear, I am engaged with my duty. My duty, I am a housewife. My duty is to serve my husband. I was stamping his leg. When he got asleep, then only I came with arms to give you. Giving alms is secondary for me. First word duty is to serve my husband. So, and by this performing my duty, I got this knowledge. Oh, who taught you this duty? So the lady says, my guru is a butcher who slays the animals and sells meat seller. He lives in far off city somewhere, and he taught me to perform my duty rightly, honestly, sincerely. That is how I know. Oh, I must go to him. So the ascetic went there to meet that butcher from a distance. Of course, after a long time, by inquiring here and there, he could reach that city, and in the escort of the city, he saw from a distance that butcher is sitting there, and all around some dogs and other animals are uh, uh, howling, and the flies, so much flies and dirty place, and smell, and all around some stones and other blood everywhere. Such a dirty place. And that person also is blackish and with hair, some bad looking personality, ugly looking personality. From a distance he saw, how can I prostrate this man and make him guru? Is it really a all-knower? Such a dirty fellow, and who sells meat only. People are coming and taking meat. He is taking the money in red, blood red hands. How can he be such a great man? So, from a distance, he was thinking like that, and he was uh, feeling awkward. He was not able to uh, make himself prepare to go to accept him as a guru. By the time the butcher shouts from there, "Oh great ascetic, if you don't like to come to me, I shall come to you." He comes and welcomes. Did that lady send you here? How did you come here? You hesitate to accept me as a guru? Never mind, you be my guru. I am not the guru. So he got astonished. This fellow, he knows everything. Then he was bound to fall at his feet. Oh great one, please accept me as your disciple and tell me the secret. How do you know everything? Then he gave the secret. Do your duty sincerely, honestly, rightly, and offer it to God. Whatever may it be, not it is worshipping only in the temple, nor it is fighting in the border, or nor it is making business, or killing animals and selling. This is my duty from my generations. I have been born in this family, and this is my duty. I do all this without any hesitation, without any doership. This is my duty, so I do it, and I am not the doer. I offer it to the Lord. He is the all doer, all enjoyer, and everything is a dream, a game, a drama going on. How can I be the doer and enjoyer? What is there good and bad? What is called good and what is called bad? Huh? I don't find anything good or bad. I don't understand what is good and bad. That means he was beyond all these. while doing everything. धर्म व्याध का कहानी है, जो एक बूचर है, जो जानवरों को मारता है, मांस बेचता है, जिसको दूर से बू आता है सूंघने से, जिसके पास जाना नहीं मुश्किल हो जाता है, तो वो सर्वज्ञ सर्वशक्तिमान कैसे? यही तो सब हम शास्त्रों से, यही तो हमको शिक्षा मिलती है। गीता में भगवान अर्जुन को यही पढ़ाए, राम जी को वशिष्ठ जी यही सिखाए, अपना धर्म का पालन करना है। राजा है, तुम राजा परिवार में पैदा हुए हो, तुम्हारा धर्म है राजा, राजा बनना और प्रजा पालन करना सही ढंग से, सबको बराबर समदृष्टि से, भेद नहीं करना। राजा का जो धर्म है उसको पालन करना। राम जी किए या नहीं, राम राज्य लाए या नहीं, तो फिर गृहस्थी धर्म कोई बुरा नहीं। धर्म गृहस्थी के ऊपर सारे और 3 जो आश्रम है गृहस्थी के ऊपर सब डिपेंडेंट है। ऑल अदर्स, द सन्यासीज, वानप्रस्थीज एंड ब्रह्मचारीज, they are dependent on householders. If householder will not do his duty, then the children, the students, they have to be dependent on, because they cannot earn all these. Their livelihood, their needs, they are dependent on the householders. Householder has to support the student, the youngsters, and the sannyasis, renunciates, they also depend upon the householders. They have to feed them, they have to support them. So householder, this ashram, that state of a householder is most important and most needed. That is the support of the society. How can we say that you should give up householder? तो तुम पूछो ना, स्वामी जी तुम क्यों नहीं किए घर गृहस्थी, तुम क्यों छोड़ दिए? और बहुत सारे लोग हैं गृहस्थी छोड़ करके संन्यास ले लेते हैं। क्या ये सच है या गलत है, सही है गलत है? देखो, संन्यास तभी लेना है जब जिस समय वैराग्य उत्पन्न हुआ। हम अभी यही तो कर रहे हैं। इंट्रोवर्टनेस के लिए हमारे मन का अंतर्मुखी वृत्ति चाहिए, अंतर्मुखी वृत्ति के लिए वैराग्य चाहिए। वैराग्य जब पैदा हुआ वो कहीं खत्म ना हो जाए। वैराग्य के ऊपर बहुत मार पड़ता है दुनिया से। हाँ, दूसरे सब लालच में दे करके तुम्हारे वैराग को 1 मिनट में, क्योंकि वो सबका दुश्मन है, वैराग आसक्ति का दुश्मन है। सारे दुनिया में हमेशा लड़ाई चलता रहता है। हाँ, गुड एंड बैड, ऑलवेज देयर इज फाइट गोइंग ऑन। All the opposites, they fight with each other. Opposites. The world is nothing but pairs of opposites. So where there is good, there will be bad. So when there is you have developed a little dispassion, then the same time the attachment will be attacking to your dispassion by showing you some colorful and some attractive objects. So this little small child of your dispassion will be destroyed very soon, because other attachment and other waves, they are very strong. Negative waves, they are very strong. They will subside this small little child waves of dispassion. So it is said, the moment you get dispassion, you should give up everything and run away from all these attractions. The moment you get little dispassion, to protect it, you should run away from all the attractions. Then only you will be saved. Samjay, if you don't have dispassion towards the world, then go on doing your duty rightly, honestly, sincerely. That is also prescribed. Thereby also you will get the goal, you will achieve the highest. You need not renounce the world. But one who wants to renounce and got little dispassion, he should protect it and use it then and there. Don't give up the chance. That is called practical, real practice. तो वैराग जब होता है, उस समय वैराग को स्मशान वैराग में मिटा नहीं देना, उसको और बढ़ा उतरी देते रहना। इसलिए आंख बंद करके सब त्याग कर दो, जबरदस्ती। जबरदस्ती फिर त्याग करने के बाद तुमको रहना पड़ेगा। कहा ना, मैं जंगल में गया, डर लग रहा था। बाघ, भालू, सांप और जंगली जानवरों से डर लग रहा था। साधु होकर के जंगल में नहीं रह पाओगे, शर्म नहीं आता, मर जाना अच्छा है, वापस चले जाओगे गांव में। जबरदस्ती रहना पड़ा और रहा, फिर तो दोस्त बन गए सब। इसीलिए वैराग होते ही दिल में आया जंगल में रहना चाहिए। ऋषि मुनि लोग जंगल में रहे, क्या उनको अनुभव हुआ होगा। उसको मैं ये नहीं सोचा डर लगेगा, खाऊंगा क्या, पीऊंगा क्या, रहूंगा कैसे, कुछ नहीं सोचा। जंगल में रहना है बस। चला गया तो ये जितना सब ड्रॉबैक्स है सब मेरे ऊपर आया, लेकिन शर्म के मारे जबरदस्ती में रहना पड़ा उधर। नहीं तो कहेंगे है साधु है, जंगल में रह नहीं पाया, डर के मारे भागा, या शर्म के मारे रहना पड़ा। और फिर जंगल मेरा प्यारा हो गया। ऐसे ही बैराग जब हुआ, बैराग होते ही, अच्छा, बैराग होते ही दुनिया को त्याग दो। वो फिर रहना, खाना पीना, रहना, ये सब बड़ा कष्टकर होगा, लेकिन थोड़े दिन में फिर वो आदत पड़ जाएगा, वही बड़ा मजा आएगा। इसीलिए बैराग आते ही संन्यास लेना चाहिए करके कहा गया है और किया गया भी। जिसका बैराग नहीं आया, कोई बैराग आना कोई जरूरी नहीं। बिना बैराग से, ये तो कह रहे हैं बैराग आना चाहिए। बैराग आने से जो त्यागा नहीं, बैराग के साथ दुनिया में रहो। अगर बार बार उसको अभ्यास करोगे बैराग को, तो बैराग रहेगा। दुनिया में रहते हुए बैराग के साथ जब कर्म करोगे, अनासक्त भाव से कर्म करोगे, तभी जा करके अहंकार को तुम जय कर सकते हो। और दुनिया में रहता हुआ, सब कुछ करता हुआ, धर्मव्याध के माफी, राजा जनक के माफी, तुम भी रैदास के माफी, तुम भी महाज्ञानी बन सकते हो। त्याग सबके लिए कोई खास जबरदस्ती नहीं, मतलब त्याग किस ढंग से त्याग, वैराग्य के साथ भी रह सकते कहीं भी, अंदर वैराग्य बाहर सारे राग बाहर राग अंदर वैराग यही तो हम कर रहे हैं। इंटरनली यू मस्ट ऑलवेज थिंक you are not doer, you are not the body, not the senses, not the mind, you are not the prana, you are different from all these, you are the seer, you are not the doer. Internally, outwardly doing everything, let the senses do their works by the help of the nature, by the help of the ego or mind. What does it matter to me? I am not the ego, not the mind, not the senses, not the body. If this idea is established inwardly, that is called introvertness of the practitioner. If you are established in that, outwardly do whatever you like. You like is wrong sentence. You like means whatever the body likes. Body is habituated. The senses are habituated to do something. By habit, by instinct, they will be doing something without any doer. How it is? Just as in the slope, without engine, without fuel also the car can move because of momentum. Similarly, without ego, the body can do everything. The senses can do everything. Without ego, without doership, the momentum will do. Just as in the evening, after the sunset, we get little light, twilight. It is called light. There also we can do something. Similarly, what it is the momentum of the light. It remains for some time. After stopping, giving brake to the speedy going vehicle, if you stop the engine and lose the brake, it will move on. Why? Because momentum. Similarly, without your doership, without your involvement, you are different. This body and senses and mind, they can go on with the momentum. They can do without your involvement. That is possible. समझ में आया भाई साहेब? गृहस्थ आश्रम में रहो, कोई नहीं कह रहा है संन्यास लेने के लिए, और संन्यास लेने से कोई मना नहीं करता आ जाओ। जेने छाम तेन गम्यताम. It depends upon you. You have to decide your way. Whatever you have decided, don't give it up. Stick to it. Cling to it. Tenacity. Cling to it. Don't give it up. समझे? यही है हमारा रास्ता जो हमको बताया गया। और ये अज्ञानी लोगों का जो जिंदगी है, वो ज्ञानियों का मत में बहिर्मुखता, और ज्ञानियों का जो अंतर्मुखता, वो दुनिया के लोगों के लिए वो निर्जीविता, वो सोया हुआ, मतलब क्या कहते हैं उसको, रात्रि है, अंधकार है, जिसमें दुनिया के लोगों को कुछ नहीं दिखता है। इसी प्रकार समझो भद्र भद्र संबित रूपी जल के तरंग ही हजारों सिटियों के रूपों में भासते हैं। जब उनके विषय में विचार किया जाता है तब वे असत्य बन जाते हैं, और जब विचारित नहीं होते तब अज्ञानियों के लिए अनुभव से सत्य भासने लग जाते हैं। ये और एक बड़ा मज़ेदार बात कहा, इसको कल विचार करेंगे। हैं क्या बोल रहे हैं? संबित रूपी जो जल के तरंग है, संबित मीन्स द absolute consciousness, the sky of consciousness, awareness, that is called Sambit, the truth which is absolutely state of equilibrium, no imbalanceness. When this water, take it as water or surfacial water which is absolutely balanced, no imbalanced state. If that gets little imbalanced, when the water is imbalanced, then we call it, the same water is called as waves or ripples or tides or tsunami or whirlpool, bubbles, what not. We name it many, we give it many terms, different terms. We see it differently. We name it differently. Whereas the water is always the water. Similarly, when this consciousness absolute is little disturbed, means it looks like disturbed. It is not really disturbed. Water is never disturbed. Do you think when water becomes the wave, water is disturbed? Has it given up its qualities, its properties? Nothing. It is just as before. It never can be changed. That's how the absolute consciousness, which looks like a changing process, which looks like wavering or disturbed, which we call it nature, we call it three qualities, that creates innumerable worlds, just as the water creates innumerable bubbles and waves. Though it doesn't get disturbed in any case, it looks like to be disturbed. But in reality, it is never disturbed. So in this way, when that absolute truth gets disturbed, it creates innumerable creations. It looks like creations which is not other than the absolute truth. Just as the wave is not other than the water. We see it as wave and name it as wave, not water, but it is water only. Similarly, जब उनके विषय में विचार किया जाता है, the moment you contemplate over the wave, wave becomes water. And when you don't contemplate over it, you don't discuss, you don't analyze over it, then it becomes wave. It remains as wave. The moment you look at it, is it wave? No, it is water. The moment you overlook it, it becomes wave. Other example I always give to you, you see, the moment you see the thief, it cannot steal, because thieves, they steal everything hidingly. They are not seen while stealing. So the moment you see the person, he cannot be a thief. The moment you withdraw your attention, he steals, he becomes the thief. I give the example of my friend. Somebody is my neighbor. He knows all my details of uh, my office and my treasury, everything. He comes every now and then and takes snacks and tea with me. He knows everything, but he is a poor fellow. Once he had the idea to take away everything. He knows where do I keep the key and what do I do, because he is always welcome in the room. He knows everything, all the secrets. One night, midnight, when he knew that I am asleep, he enters the room and tries to take out the key and slowly open the locker. And by the way, it was dark, so something he stumbled, and I got up. Oh, who is there? Naturally, he had to. I on the light. Who is there? He is caught red-handed. So he says, my dear, I am so and so. I had come here for a matchbox. I didn't want to disturb you, but sorry, you are disturbed. The thief could not steal anything. When he is seen, he changed his personality. He became my friend. He was my friend. He is my friend now. I have no base, no ground to disbelieve him. He is yet my friend. He says, I didn't want to disturb you. I had just come for the matchbox, and so anyhow, please give me your matchbox. I had to make a little tea. This is how this world, this is how the ignorance, this is how everything in this world. The moment you pay attention, it becomes steady. Means attention means when you see it analytically and understand the reality, it becomes changeless. And the moment you withdraw your attention, it becomes ever-changing phenomena which is known as the creation. It appears to be true. Whatever you see outside, it is truth, solid truth. And the moment you discuss and analyze and contemplate over it, it dwindles into nothing. And it becomes the absolute changeless equilibrium state, which is called absolute balance state. This is known as the truth, Samattam, absolute balanced state. Samattam yoga uchyate. This is absolute balanced state which is achieved by contemplation, analysis, and detachment and dispassion, renunciation, and true understanding. That is introvertness of the whole process, fourfold mind. Then only everything will be solved. Everything comes to standstill position, or else everything is ever going on, the restless, endless world, innumerable worlds. Tomorrow we shall see further how is this introvertness is seen and how it is analyzed. Okay? Tomorrow we shall see further. Hari Om. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavaseshyate Om Shanti 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 Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai शब्द ब्रह्म की जय सरस्वती महारानी की जय जोग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय हरि ओम।